Hi there, beloved. It's Jyoti here, and I had to make this video for you because nobody else is talking about this. Nobody else is seeing. When you go on YouTube, you go on the news, you go, in the grocery store and you hear people talking, and all of the things that people are talking about is like such an encapsulation of what I've been talking about my whole entire life, which is what the mind understands, beloved. It controls you with. So as you receive this information, all this information is coming streaming at you from so many different sources, mostly because we are now isolated. And so we don't even understand, we cannot know behind the scenes what we are wired, what we believe at this unconscious level. So when someone says something about, this plan that's happening, that's, this big elaborate world takeover plan, there's so much suspicion and who's to blame and where do we want to point the finger? And all of these things that we do that are taking us out of this very precious moment, where the truth is that people can only perceive what is in their sort of vortex of their dysfunction. And not that everything that you believe is dysfunction, but when we're talking about things on a grand scale, where does your mind go when you hear about some of the things that are happening in the world? Where do you line up? And then that alignment, how does that alignment actually impact your ability to be open to the truth? Curious beyond what you can identify with. So what the mind understands, it then controls you with very scientifically. It eliminates, because your unconscious has this sort of perspective, right? Because of, I need to protect, I need to save, I need to whatever, I need to be aligned with this way of being in order to be real. The truth is that when new information, like foreign information, comes into your field, you dismiss it before your conscious mind can even say no. So you already, and the only way to change that, beloved, the only way to change that is to stand in awe and wonder, to be in magical curiosity like a child, where you process through your right brain, where there's this opening to seeing that we are all love. Do you realize that when any of us has a limiting perspective on something, and then we want to go to battle based on our perception of what's actually happening, we lose the sight that we are all in this together. Love is the unifying force of all life, regardless of whether you believe that or not, regardless of whether you experience that or not. We are individual cells of the human body. The humanity of all of life on this planet. We are an indivisible, we are eternal beings, and we've come into this experience for this very time to reunify in reality, in this 3, 4, 5D reality experience that we're having. And we cannot get there if we are aligning with the Q, or aligning with the Patriots, or aligning with the thought that, that certain races are bad, or that there's this, world takeover plan, or the aliens, or whatever. I mean, just hold on a minute. Just hold that thought. And maybe a little bit of a version of everything has truth to it. Maybe everything has a bit of truth to it. So let's open up to the little bit of truth in every perspective that might not be in alignment, or it might feel like completely the opposite of what you are perceiving about reality. What I want you to know is that so more than 99% of our reality is based in wave particle physics, okay? When you look at it one way, it can be a wave. When you look at it another way, it can be a particle. Most people only see the particles, and they concretize all of their awareness on this is real, this is solid, this I can say I know, and I can back my personality, and I'm going to stand in this, and it gives me an identity, okay? Those rare and precious beings on this planet who understand the miracle particle, which is not actually a physics particle at all. It is the domain that holds the space that allows, physics of the particle and wave to exist. The miracle particle, any particle that you take, let me just say this, any particle that you take from physics, from the collapse of the wave function into, okay, so there's a chair, there's a car, there's a, this experience in your body, whatever. There's another domain of the miracle particle. And this is so vital for you to understand and open your heart and mind and being to, because I guarantee you, this is the thing that can change everything in your reality and in all reality if you understand this. And it's not understanding with your mind. It's recognizing that there is this miracle particle that is not of matter. It is not of physics. It is, my perception of it is this undefinable love. It is this infinitely powerful force of creation that love commands into being. So we can be having this whole experience with all the stories and all the reasons behind it, all the physics behind it, all the history behind it, all the confirmation behind it, and all of a sudden we can say, and what if that's not true? What if there is a bigger truth? Who am I in relationship to this? Is this who I am? Do I want to be this, separated, segregated piece of reality that says I have this identity of myself and therefore I'm special, or therefore I belong? That's what most people do, is they want to follow everybody else so that they can belong. And I know that sense of belonging. I know that sense of loneliness. I know that sense of being cut off. The miracle particle is that particle that is not derivative of reality. It creates reality. And it can create a new reality for you specifically and individually, and for us collectively. And this is what I'm going to be training you about if you step into this, because this is the most powerful thing I can offer you right now. And you know what? All of us will benefit from even one more person understanding how to be with the miracle particles. The miracle particles it's how instantaneous, miraculous solutions like this happen. Because love knows no time. Physics and physical reality and all the proof and all the everything that you've been living up until this moment is based in a physics time-bound awareness. The miracle particle exists beyond space and time, which is why it is not a particle of matter. It's not a particle of matter. It's a particle of miraculous love power that creates matter. Creates matter, creates experience, creates bodies of experience, and creates so far beyond what your mind can conceive of as possible. We are here for this right now. We are here for it. We are here to unfold the unfathomable bliss and love that is inherent, that is commanded by love into being through this miracle particle. This is the answer. It's not about taking a position. It's not about trying to spread your limited consciousness onto the world anymore. This needs to end. Amen. Like now, like right now. And if you are ready to step into this actual power that you have, that we all have, we were born with it. We had it before we came here. We are infinite beings here for a temporary experience. And our beingness now and what we are capable of bringing forward as love and as unifying and beautiful. All of this is happening for something so beautiful. So beautiful. And the beloveds that are leaving our planet right now, love them. Love it all. Love it. Love, beloved, is the answer. Not to go, who created this and why, and let's go attack them. That's more polarization. Let's together, let's gather, let's unify, and let's master being the vessels of love that we are and having the command of love over the miracle particles that are right here, right now. They're right here, right now. You have them, and I'm going to show you and help you to access them so that we can truly, truly unfold who we really are. That's why we're here. I'll see you at the link below, and we'll get started immediately.